Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. In this episode of I Check Out Your Awesome Builds, we take a look at the city of Edhellond, an elf haven inspired by the works of J.R.R. Tolkien. And before we get started, let me tell you this. This map is awesome. This map was created by a build team going by the name of Epic Questz, and it's available to download either from Planet Minecraft or from their own website. Links to both of these will be in the video description, as well as links to their social media channels, so be sure to go check out all of those after the video. Also, let me and the good people of Epic Quest know what you thought of the map in the comment section below. Before we take a look at the city itself, I just want to touch on the surrounding land. Now, the entire terrain is custom built, including custom trees, using a mixture of World Edit and Voxel Sniper, and it's clear that great effort has been taken in order to achieve the build team's vision. As you take a walk at one of the many custom pathways, you can begin to see the city load up in the background. I should add that every single building in the city, and outside of it of course, have been uniquely designed both inside and out, and there are a plethora of secrets hidden around the map for you to discover. If you plan to download this map and explore it yourself, be sure to check out the Epic Quest website for their very own resource pack, which changes some of the textures to better suit their vision. I'm currently not using this just because I like to play with vanilla textures, but it's entirely your choice how you wish to experience the map. One of the things that caught my eye when I first loaded up this map was the boats. Now this is just one of them, there's lots more and we'll get to those in a moment, and I think they look fantastic. They're absolutely beautiful. Obviously very wealthy looking, all white and elvish. Obviously it fits the theme very well, and they're all done again inside and out, all decorated individually. It's just a lot of effort has gone into making these, so I just thought I'd show you this. Now in the background, if we look over here, you can see the main sea gate. Now, from my understanding, this has been mentioned in the Tolkien books, and the team have taken great effort in replicating it here, as close to as possible what actually was described in the books. With these towers out here, they look amazing. And what I think is really cool, I'm not going to show you now, but in both these sides here, there's little cave systems that go through the mountains. Now, I won't show you through there because that's something you might want to explore yourself, but I'm just going to take you through here, and you can see here we've got the docks here with lots more boats, some really nice some really nice looking boats. This one I'm liking a lot. I like the oars, they just look amazing. I think that's a really good idea, and I like how the fact that you've got the ice out there, which is, I don't know, it just adds to it. It really looks really cool. I like it. If we come round to the dock itself, and see that, so there's so many cool buildings. Now that's obviously where the tunnels come out on this side, but yeah, I mean, look at this. This is an awesome looking building in my opinion, and there's so much to explore inside it as well. I'll go through slightly, but I won't show you all because you need to explore it yourself. But so you've got the little switches there, and that obviously doesn't do anything, but it's there for decoration. It's one of these things you have to use your imagination. It is Minecraft at the end of the day. But you come in here, and this is just huge, and I just love the idea that these would come down, the water would rush in, and the boats would dock up here. So maybe this is where they're created before they go out. But yeah, no, this is looking really good, and also this is another thing. These are player heads, and they're dotted around the map. There's loads of different designs, and that's just a really good feature to make it, just bring it to life a little bit more. We come up here, and you just see the scale of this place, and it's all beautiful. It's all done to again. It looks wealthy. It looks like these elves, they've spent a lot of time, a lot of effort making this, and I think it really does go to show how well this team have done to build this. I swear we will look inside the city in a moment. I just want to show you just this little market area around here, because I think again it's when people do this, it just makes the difference between just building a map and actually making a world. Now, obviously, there's loads and loads of different markets, but both around here, but also inside the city itself, and they've all got a bit of character. So, I mean, obviously, this has got a Carlos's Illa's totally not suspicious fish stall. Now, it's got a story to it. Now, I don't know the story too much, but to be honest, it's like, oh, okay, there's something going on there. What we got here? We've got tonight's seafood buffet, £15. Interesting they use pounds. It's nice to see another Brit. Anyway, Yeah, there's so many, like every building and every market store has got its unique character to it, and I just like that. The Rum Pub WC available. Now that in itself is quite cool. The fact that they've had to advertise as a toilet available, it tells you something about the actual town itself. And this is cool. Again, we're using the player heads here, so it's still a head, just a different one. But this is great. There's obviously this is the bar. We've got some barrels back here where all the alcohol's going to be stored. Obviously that's where the barkeeper sits and it's like, hello, can I give you? Oh, what do you want? Pint of ale? Yes, yes, please. There you go. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's just there's just so much, and it looks really inviting. Really like the look of it. Staff only. Ooh, probably shouldn't go up there. Maybe we'll save that for you when you want to explore it yourself. But yeah, literally everywhere you look, there's just another room and there's just different stuff going on, and it's just really good. Anyway, shall we have a look inside the city? As we travel around here, away from the dock area, you can begin to see this beautifully looking area, which I'm calling the main gate. It may not be the main gate, but I would assume that the map makers intended you to come in through this way and to have this as a main first entrance. So that's what I'm calling that. As we look up here, we can see there's so much more, which we'll get to shortly. Let's just have a quick look at this, because it's such a really elegant looking building, a wall. I'm liking obviously the heavy use of quartz. It does make it look extremely grand, but then to sort of break that down with a little bit of stone down the bottom and obviously at the top, just sort of takes it away, and obviously I think there's some bone blocks in there just to sort of give it some extra colour, even though it's not too different. It's subtle enough to make a difference and just sort of catch your eye. Let me just fly at the top, because I think you probably want to see this from above. But this is just the lower levels, and this looks incredible. Probably not the best view of actually the details, so I will look at some of the buildings individually. But just to give you an idea of how busy this place is, and it's awesome. Let's just drop down, because there we go. There's a mix. Some of these streets are quite wide, whereas some of them are obviously narrower, which does sort of denote sort of wealth or lack of, depending on obviously the width of the road, in my opinion. Obviously, the more crammed in the buildings are, the less wealthy the people maybe that live in there or work in there are. But as we go around, we can see that there's all these different stalls and marketplaces, and they're all unique. All the buildings themselves are unique. Let's have a look. I'm not seeing this one yet. There's an entrance somewhere, I presume. Like I say, I've not actually been here yet. Must be an entrance here. There we go. What's this? The Grand Hotel. Okay, vacancy. So let's just wander in here just to get an idea of it. So, a nice looking roof. Got like a lobby area in here that looks pretty cool, and there's a door there. Oh, that's nothing. That's fine. The rooms. We've got various different rooms. Let's just have a quick look in a couple of them. I'm assuming they're going to be unique. That's quite a unique room. That head as well. Liking that. Let's not try. Oh, let's try this one. Oh, so this has got a second floor. Yeah, so you can see, oh, whoops, that they've actually taken the time to make each room individual. And this is just one building. There's so many buildings. We've got different levels. I'm slightly lost. Ah, okay, yes. Yeah, each building is unique, and there's just so much cool stuff. So why don't I go try and find a few nice buildings that I like the look of, and I'll show you them individually. This building is amazing. This is like an amphitheatre. So as you can see, obviously we've got the stage down there, which is looking awesome, and then we've got all the seating up here. And I just think it's really cool. I don't know, it's this really is really cool. It's just obviously banners, but obviously it's used as like curtains, and you've got down here like a little changing room, and it's really simple but so effective. I think that's awesome. And then if you're the actor, you're like, oh, okay, I need my gown. Right, I'm ready to go. Come out here. A range of people going, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you're like, to be or not to be? That is the question. And that's my acting. So this is a rather nice looking church. Now, trying to get a nice angle from the outside for you, but what I really liked about it was the inside, if I'm honest with you, because it had a very nice little secret in it. So let's just get in there. I can't get far enough away to get a decent shot of it without anything else in, unfortunately. Let's come inside here, because what I like, not only is this a really nice looking church, but you've got all these playheads here, which I'm presuming are the guys that created the map. I might be wrong there, but that's what I'm presuming. So I thought I would show that off, but also I noticed down here there's a little secret tunnel, and let's just get down there real quick. Okay, so as you can see down here, we have a guild of merchants, sea merchants, and well, I'm not going to read that out. You can read it if you want. But yeah, there's basically a little sort of area down here where obviously all the merchants are hanging out, and every single one of these heads has got names down here. So I think again these are the creators of the map. So I'm just going to try and just get a quick glimpse on some of the faces and the names, just to give credit to all those people. But as I say, there are links to their website where you can see all that anyway. But I just thought, while I'm here and while it's all here, let's include it for you guys. And if there's any names you recognise, or if you're one of those names, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section and say hello, and well, congratulate them. Anyway, moving on. There's something about this street, and I'm not really sure what it is. I don't know, it might be the fact that it's got a change of elevation going down. It's not straight. It's obviously moves left and right as you go through, but it just looks real. It just really comes to life. And obviously having the gate at the end all shut down, no one's coming in this building or this city. These little trees, just all the detail, it just makes it look amazing. Now if we just come up here, you can see that this city literally just goes on and on and on. And to the point that I can't show everything, and I'll apologise if there's something that's really important that I'm going to miss. But yeah, I mean, it's huge, and each layer has separate gates through. So obviously when the invading armies come along, they'll break into, say, that bottom region there, but then they've got to fight this gate as well, and they've got to move on to this gate. So it keeps the enemies separated, and sort of there's certain points where they're getting bottlenecked, and that's where they get killed. And I say, obviously, as you come up as well, you'll probably notice that some of these buildings, they're certainly more spread out, they're more grander looking. These are obviously the wealthier people, and that continues, if that's going to load in at some point, that continues all the way around until we find the load, please. That was interesting. Yeah, until we see this giant palace. Now, that's loading now. Look at these gardens. They are beautiful. And there's something about this. I don't know why a lot of people like buildings. I'm really into like the landscape stuff. I think because I can't do it. And yeah, it's really impressive when someone can make this all come to life and just look beautiful. But yeah, there's a palace here, and I think that deserves a couple of minutes of the video in itself. So let's go have a look at that. So this palace is by far the largest single building in the entire map, and it looks really cool. What I like as well is, if you notice the stained glass, I've got like 2 different shades of blue. Now it's a very simple thing to do, but it just adds quite a good effect. And obviously these windows, it just, I don't know, it just brings it to life. It looks awesome. And the building itself is such a large scale. It's such an elegant looking building. You can imagine that someone really wealthy or people are living in this place. And I just like it. I like all the little features on top of the windows, these stone walls coming down. It just adds some sort of depth to it, and look at that, that's a lovely looking view. Obviously not forgetting the gardens, but let's wander inside, shall we? So if we come down here, I'm not sure which one's supposed to be the front door, which one's the back door, but you've got various different ways to go in here, and obviously again it's decorated with all different stuff. One thing that I've noticed as well is up here we've got a bit of a feast area. So let's just come around here, and again what they've done is they've included the names of the creators of the map. So obviously each one of these chairs belongs to a builder, and that just gives you an idea of how many people were involved in this project. Oh, whoops, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there's 12, 24, 36, 37, 38, 39 people. Best part, 40 people have worked to get this map looking awesome for you guys. So yeah, just a quick one, just to look at some of those names. Again, I'm not going to read them all out because it'll be there all day, but props to you guys because you're doing a great job. And look at this. I mean, I like the banners on the back. This is obviously all the different sort of elven houses, I'm assuming. So that's really cool. I like the thought of doing that because, you know, it's this. Okay, sorry, I'm distracted. This is awesome. I've just noticed this wall. It looks amazing. This staircase. Wow. And I imagine if you're up here as well, the view back. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Right, shall we have a look around the rest of it? So as you wander around, there's just loads and loads of doors, and there's just stuff in them. Nothing, like, you don't have to see it, but in the same sense, like, well, actually,
they didn't have to do that. All this stuff is put in just to give you something to look at and find. So I'm looking around, I'm finding some of them interesting. So this is the spare seats. I would never have thought of making a room to store the spare seats. I'm stuck in that, aren't I? Let's get out of here. This next room, I did just have a peek in, and this made me laugh. This is where the nukes are kept. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. There's literally loads and loads and loads of different rooms all over the place, and it's a bit. Yeah, let's say you have to check behind each door, and there's just. It gets a little bit confusing, to be honest, where things are, because there's just so many different routes, and one door leads to another door, and obviously we obviously come back up here. But yeah, it's definitely worth exploring to see what's about. So we've got Old Nan's room. Well, I'll let you explore that one on your own. No, don't jump. Chubb's favourite Pharaoh's cat died here. Sweet. Right, let's make it so it's not just him. Oof. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. So if this map did pique your interest and you wanted to let the guys over at Epic Quest know how awesome they are, well, all their contact details are below and on this wall behind me. So feel free to do that. I'm sure they'll appreciate the love given all the time they put into making this. If you enjoyed this and obviously you want to see more videos like this, then please let me know below. And if you have a build or map that you'd like me to check out at some point, then feel free to get in contact as well. All my contact details are below in the description. But, as always, I've been Ziggy Gamer, you've been awesome, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.